Hey guys, welcome to Pet Rambles. I'm Pet and I'm going to ramble about this book, the Crochet Book by DK. I've been collecting books from DK for a couple of years and I will make a video about them. But generally they have those really hardcover books with pictures and stuff. But they have books about almost everything, I guess. They have a good series about history, a good series about maps, about World War II maps, about city maps, about world maps, about science, about space, about whatnot. And recently, I'm kind of a guy who likes to do stuff indoors, but my main passion is kind of like buying things. And I've been trying to pick up hobbies for a good number of years, more than 15, more than 18 actually, of hobbies that don't involve me sitting at the computer. So I started doing modelies, so like building tanks and try to paint them and so on. I've tried miniature painting at some point, and recently I found out that there is a difference between about crochet and knitting. In Romanian it's tricotat and crochetat. I don't know why, but I always thought they are kind of the same thing. I never thought about it actually because the output is kind of similar, but I guess that the techniques are different. I know that my grandmother used to knit all the time when she was watching TV and whatnot, but yeah, recently I found out about knitting and I found out that hey, you are doing knitting with only one of those things and not with two. So I got this and I'm going to show you this book that's going to teach you how to crochet, and it's going to show you a couple of techniques and a couple of things that you can crochet. So yeah, let's have a look. This is kind of like the third time when I'm trying to record this video, and last time I forgot to turn on the microphone from the lavalier. Now I'm having problems with audio yet again because I didn't charge up things, and hopefully this GoPro camera will not will not leave me without battery and whatnot. Yeah, so yarns is telling you different things about fabrics. It's going to tell you, like how you can wash them, and recently I've been trying to look at things and how to wash clothes properly, not to burn them, and not to. I hate when I cannot tumble dry because I want to tumble dry everything, and I'm kind of doing it even that when I shouldn't. So yeah, this is how they are called, hooks. Different hook types. I will go very fast just so you can get an idea about this book. I think the thing with DK books, they feel that they are nice coffee table books, something to have on the table, and sometimes you just open up and you skim around. Maybe you get some ideas with other things that you get in your life. And I also think they are pretty good as gifts, like for someone who likes to pick up a new hobby or something. Like you get something like them, like this, and you kick them over, maybe to actually do the hobby. I love the colors picked on this glasses case, by the way, again, because sometimes when I'm doing this type of previews, I'm kind of trying to do like an early preview for myself. Like sometimes I don't skim the books just so I can skim it while I'm recording, so you can get my reaction, you can get my basic thoughts and whatnot, since this is not really a review. But because I've done this like twice already, I'm like kind of like, yeah. But it's so interesting on how I'm really curious how this is as a hobby. If you are someone who's crocheting, whatever, how is this? Don't you find it too repetitive? I guess this is kind of the hobby that you do while you also do something else. You listen to a podcast, you watch TV or something like that. I believe, at least this is how my grandmother used to knit. She was doing two things at the same time, and I do kind of want a hobby like that because I want to do something mechanical that's going to distract me or maybe concentrate me on that, but then I can also listen to a podcast or listen to an audiobook, kind of trying to combine things. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to pick up crocheting anytime soon. I would be curious, like how much are the materials going to cost? Because the material, you buy some yarns and then you buy the hook and then you are set to go, I guess. Is that the entry level? Is this a cheap is this a cheap hobby? I mean, maybe you need, if you want to do complex stuff, you will need to buy a lot of yarns, and yarns are also consumables, right? And it does depend on how much yarn you're using and how much yarn is costing. Look, you even got patterns and whatnot. Those look very similar to macrame. I'm not sure how that is called in English, but yeah, it is a pretty thick book. You get a lot of techniques, and then you also get see, for example, here we are seeing different type of techniques, but then you also get some kind of thing that you can build. Like, you can build this cushion. This is the yarn types that you need, right? And then you see the pattern, and then it's telling you each row how to do it, right? And I find this interesting. But then later you are going to have projects, and during projects you are really going to see things that are more complex, like for example this blanket with lots of colors and lots of things to do. I'm curious, like, maybe this is the thing with this hobby. It's not expensive, but it takes a long time for you to output something that people can see. Like, I guess it's going to take, like, to do like a colorful blanket like this is going to be like hours over hours. Like, I really do hope that someone who is doing this hobby is going to find this video and is going to tell me in the comments more about why they enjoy this hobby, how they picked it up, why they picked it up, why haven't they picked up something else. Home and gifts. I do love colors. I do have a thing with colors, and lately I've been trying to get those t-shirts for when I record videos. I'm not wearing those things outside. And I'm like, why am I buying shirts that are too colorful to wear outside? I mean, at least for me. But then I'm like, at least I'm going to wear them in the videos. Cat basket. Does it come with a cat? So, book cover, again, cute. And hats and scarves, baby bonnet, child's with ears, men's beanie hat. I do want a beanie hat like that. We are not using it. This is weird looking. Another thing that's this is like an interesting technique that it's making things look like this. Not sure how. Love the colors on this one. Gloves, socks and slippers. And yeah, this is kind of it, I guess, for this video. I'm not going to go over everything, but I will go again at the beginning of the video, just so you can get an overview, or the beginning of the book, just so you can get this is the one that I wanted to show you. This dude is so cute. But yeah, toys, bags, lovely colors yet again. I think this is something that's very important, to pick good colors whenever you are building something. So let's go at the beginning and look at the contents. So tools, yarns, hooks and other equipment, and then you get techniques, and for each technique, as I told you also get something to build. And then you have projects, which are split into blankets and cushions, home and gifts, hats and scarves, gloves, socks and slippers, what to wear, toys and bags. This is the crochet book by DK. As I've said, feel free to subscribe because I will show you other DK books. I don't know exactly why I started to look at what they are. I guess that a couple of years ago I was looking at history books and things with maps, and I found DK, and then I noticed that they have this way of doing. Look, you even have sewing book and knitting book. Yeah, and this is the crochet book. Yeah, they have a lot of stuff, and I enjoy good quality products like this one, and I enjoy getting like those reference books, some things that you don't have. You know, sometimes when you buy a book and if you don't read it, you feel bad, but then you don't have time to put 20 hours into a book. But when you buy something like this, you at least get colors and you get to look at the pictures and images. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this. See you soon. Goodbye.